Hello, I'm Brittany Gallivan. Have you ever heard the commonly accepted belief that no one can fold a piece of paper or anything in half more than 8 times? That was 6 folds for this piece of paper. Back in 2001, my honors pre-calculus instructor challenged anyone in the class to fold anything in half 12 times. This is a sheet of gold foil, 4 inches by 4 inches, 11 millionths of an inch thin. It is actually thinner than the wavelength of visible light. I folded the 4 by 4 inch gold foil in half 12 times. My teacher stated that he had misspoken and that the challenge was actually to fold any piece of paper in half 12 times. The paper folding challenge is often used as an example of exponential growth. If you fold paper in half 50 times, you could reach the sun. Every time you fold the paper, these double. What people weren't taking into account for was the radius section. In an initial fold, the radius section is minimal. As the folds get larger, this radius section takes up more and more paper. Although this doubles, the amount of paper that you need in the radius section for each fold actually squares. As your number of folds increases, you need 4 times the length to achieve the next fold. Where's my pen? Oh. I derived 2 limiting equations for folding anything in half. One was for single direction folding. When solving for length, pi times the thickness over 6 multiplied by 2 to the n plus 4 times 2 to the n minus 1. And then the second equation was for alternate directional folding. Width is going to equal pi times thickness times 2 to the 3n minus 1 divided by 2. I researched online and found paper that was 33 thousandths of an inch thin that was 4,000 feet in length. I quickly realized that material this thin was not going to work because the slightest breeze would ruin the attempt. I found a space called the Village at Indian Hill in Pomona. It had a long corridor that would suffice to take on this challenge. After 8 hours of crawling on the mall floor, I was able to successfully fold the paper in half 12 times. This here is the 11th fold. It's great to be in the record books and to finally set the paper folding record straight. I hope that others can look at this challenge and take it on themselves and maybe even expand on it and take on their own impossible challenges.